Hi everybody, this video comes to you with some very important information. This has to do with water shortage and water outage. More importantly, water shortage, because these are all things you should do in case you're going to be short of water, out of water. Almost, somebody's saying, hey, you might be out of water. These are things of which you need to do as soon as possible before you get out of water so that you can help keep the water you've got and keep the faucet on for when it's really short-handed. Okay, these are all good practices. It goes from water shortage, expected low water now and in the future, near future, or whenever in the future. The more you conserve now, the better off you'll be later. And then it goes down to extreme or no water from a faucet. Like they're telling you, hey, it's out, what's in the line is all you're going to get, or it's extremely limited water and you barely get any water at all to fill a toilet bowl. So to those two parts. So first we're going to start with the water shortage, expected low water now or in the future. Okay, these are things of which you can do in order to conserve water that you have, that they're saying, hey, it's going to be quite short. So the first thing is turn off the water if it's not touching something. Whenever you turn on the faucet, turn it off if it's not going in a bowl, in a cup, in a glass, you're not cleaning something, turn it off. If it's hitting the bottom of the sink and you're not cleaning the sink, turn it off. So how you can do that, most of them have valve or something of that nature. Down below, there's something else you can do in order to help that along. So a toothbrush, cup, fork, pan, pot, cleaning a sink, you turn the water off if you're not doing one of those. Toothbrushing, cup, fork, pan, pot, cleaning, or cleaning the sink or brushing your teeth or something like that. Okay, so now, diluted cleaners. So you can dilute the cleaners that you use in order to reduce rinsing. You can look at the color and the odor of the cleaner agent of whatever it is in order to get an idea of what the concentration is and its usefulness. So by looking how dark the dishwater is, like the blueness in the water, and then you're cleaning the dishes, you can tell what the minimum amount of dish soap you need is on that dish. Why you do that? You do that because it takes less to rinse it. So that's important. It goes the same for clothing. So you want to figure out what the smallest diluted amount of clothing detergent you can wash with and only have it rinse out in one rinse. When I have plenty of water, like when I'm camping or something and there's water nearby, I'll do a 3 rinse thing. Any amount of water, swish it around 3 times and it's rinsed off. Now I do something different. I dry out whatever I'm cleaning out and then I do 1 rinse. So you get coffee filters or paper towels or napkins. You wipe out whatever that you're trying to clean out until it's completely dry. Then you do a little swish once to rinse it out. You can also do that with soapy water. So, but again, you want to dilute the dishwater out with just enough solution in the bottle mixed with water so that you can only rinse it out with 1 rinse, or wipe it out and then do the 1 swish rinse to get the rest of it out. So what I do for dishwater is I take a empty dishwasher soap bottle and I pour a little bit of dish soap down the side inside the bottle, and it's enough that it kind of runs down the side of inside the bottle. I then fill it up with water and swish it around, and that's my diluted dish soap. It is just barely blue at all. You can barely even tell it's blue at all. And then I know that I've got just enough to clean it, but also not so much that it doesn't rinse off or foam up all over the place. Then you're doing a bunch of water to rinse it out, okay? So just a little bit of soap in there. You can see just a little bit of blue. It bubbles up a little bit when you put some water and you're cleaning something out. So it'll kind of barely bubble up a little bit, but you can still feel it soapy. That's all the soap that you need. And then you can wipe it out and then rinse it to rinse it out, or just use water if you've got enough and rinse it out that way. So use diluted dish soap and diluted clothes washing detergent. The clothing washing detergent is the same thing. To dilute out clothing washing detergent, you take 2 bottles of the same size. One is brand new and full, and the other one is the last one that you emptied out because you were using a whole cap full of the soap with every wash. Okay? So now you have the 2 bottles. Before you throw out that empty bottle, you take 1 capful out of the brand new bottle and pour that 1 capful into an empty bottle. You then fill that empty bottle up with water, and now it's full of water and 1 capful of the entire bottle of fresh soap that you just bought. You can do this with powdered or the liquid. 1 capful, 1 scoop, mixed up in the 1 big jug. And if it's powdered, you use a jug. You get liquid detergent, use up the bottle, and then when it's empty, you have 1 scoop or capful of liquid or powdered detergent in that empty bottle. You then fill it up with water all the way to the top. The amount you use is 1 capful or 1 scoop. So it is diluted, yes, but it gets it just the same, and you can barely smell the detergent when it rinses out and dries. Okay, it works. I've had all of my clothing. The smell has gone away. It does get the clothes clean enough that you don't have to worry about it, but it's diluted out. 1 capful, and then the rest is water and a full jug of detergent, and then you use 1 capful or 1 scoop of that soapy water in the whole washing machine. Okay, all right, enough on that. So now, use the lowest setting of clothes for washing. Yeah, you ought to figure out what the small, medium, large load is on your washing machine, and when you figure that out, you set it for whatever it is of the clothing. So you put all the clothes in there, and then you figure out how full it is. And don't divide your clothes out either. Now you've got a bunch of loads. Just take all your clothes, throw it in 1 load, and then look at how deep it is, and then do it small, medium, or large. Okay, moving on. So, no water usage outside of human support activities. So, if you're not doing something which requires like water of any type, then don't do it if it doesn't have anything to do with human usage. Okay, cooking, cleaning, brushing your teeth, you have to sanitize surfaces, add water, that's fine. Cleaning floors, you can just like wet down a towel and wipe down the floor. I mean, we're talking, or not clean at all. Okay, normally it's been just temporary, right? You don't want to be watering the flowers. You can't be settling dust. You can't be like spraying the porch off. Don't be spraying down the back of your damn truck with a hose water. Get a broom and sweep it out, okay? And then just leave it like that. The next time it rains, get a broom and sweep it out and clean it out that way. All right? Don't be washing the quad off. Don't be cleaning the mud, hosing off mud off your motorcycle. You just leave it there until the next, until it's over with. You should have something for rainwater, catching rainwater outside anyway. I have a 95-gallon garbage can that I channel water into. It's full of water all summer long, and I dip out of it, and it's empty by the time that the end of the summer gets here. I use it for windshield washer fluid. I use it for uh, panning water. I use it for filling up the windshield washer reservoir on my vehicle. I use it for washing my hands after changing my oil. I use it for all that stuff out in the garage. Every time I usually washing my hands are clean, but it's rainwater. It doesn't come from the municipality. Okay. So the water, you should have some kind of standby water in your garage to use anyway when you need it. The rest of the part, don't water your grass. You can't even drink water or take a bath or shower. Don't you dare water the grass. You don't want to mow it anyway, because then you're watering weeds. Yeah, what else? Forget about cleaning your carpet or cleaning the RV. Forget it, man. You're out of water, okay? So the only thing that you're going to use water for is for cleaning the toilet, cleaning sinks, washing dishes, brushing your teeth, cleaning your body, washing dishes, cleaning your clothes. And that's it. There's nothing else that you're going to be doing with water, okay? So only for human support activities is the only thing you use water for. Moving on. So extreme water conservation. One way to take a shower is you get wet. You turn the water off. You then lather up. Get soap and lather up. Lather all up. And then you turn the water back on and rinse it off. You don't want to use some of that soap that has silicone in it or it's real slippery or anything. Go get some basic ivory. It doesn't have anything in it. It's just soap, basic soap. And it rinses off so easily, and that's why you want to use that instead of something else. Most bar soaps work best. You can also dilute out bath soaps as well. You can take bath soap and a bar and mix it up with water and then just squirt some of that soapy water on a wash towel and then clean yourself. You're not using the whole bar to clean yourself. That's the most efficient way to do it. You can do that with liquid soaps. You can do that with bar soaps. You take a bar soap and shred it. You mix it up with boiling water and now you have 5 jugs of soapy water. You use that diluted water on your wash towel and then you clean yourself with the water off. Then you turn the water back on and rinse it all off. So those are some of the most archaic caveman woman type of water conservation that I can think of. And anything else that the water's not used for, it's something else. So that was if there's going to be a water shortage, hey, you need not use any water. You need to be careful with how much water you're using. Those are things you do. So extreme or low water, it's out, or hey, you're now only limited, you can't use any water but this much a month, or there's no water in the faucet today but there is tomorrow, okay? Something like that. These are the things of which you can do for that. So extreme to low or eminently no water, hey, you're going to have no water in 2 days, okay, or whatever their timeline is, or hey, you can only use 100 gallons a month, or whatever they would say for restrictions. I think it would be more like you can only use 200 gallons a month. I think 100 is a little bit limited. I think maybe about 400 gallons would be half my water usage. I think for a highly limited, it would be you still have to wash clothes. I'm guessing 200 gallons, 300. I'm guessing 300 gallons a month would be the lowest they would go. Otherwise, none, okay? So anyway, let's say there's no water out of the faucet, but you can get some. And so now you have water jugs of water. So the water jugs need to have a spring valve on them. They sell 2 and 3 gallon water jugs and they have a little spring valve. the spring valve shuts it off. I use these when I go camping, of which I have jugs of water. So basically you're camping, but you're in your house. So you're camping in your house. Love it, right? So you fill the 2 and 3 gallons up. You have the 3 gallon in your kitchen. You have your 2 gallon in your bathroom. And that's what you use to brush your teeth and wash your face. And you can even do a wet rag bath. And then, well, it's a bath. And then you also have in the kitchen the 3 gallon one. You can do pan washing. You don't fill up the sink with water, dummy. You take a pan, the pan you just cooked in, you take it and you put water in it and some of your diluted dish soap water and the little spring valve and put some water into it. And then you go to washing each of your dishes, your forks, your glass, your plate, and all with that water in your cooking pan, which is full of dishwater right now, diluted dishwater. So once you get all that stuff cleaned out, you then clean the pan. Then when the pan is clean, you wipe it dry and then you rinse it down with a little bit of water to get the soap out of it and put it on the strainer. Then you do it with all of the other dishes. You rinse them off and then put them away. One of the things I still do, even when I'm short on water, is a 3 rinse rule. I'll rinse it out 3 times. So rinse it out, rinse it out, rinse it out. And it always gets all the soap, but you're going to go less than that if you use the diluted dish soap, okay? So that's that. You have your 2 spring valves. The one with a valve that you turn and then leave it open, well, it's just that. It's left open. And then you go through twice as much water with one of those with a turn valve rather than a spring valve. So make sure you get the one with a spring valve. And you can get those at a grocery store. You can't get those at an outdoor store because they don't sell them. They sell the big expensive cans with a turn valve. Use those to fill up your spring valve container, okay? All right, enough on that. Okay, get the spring valve. You got the 2 gallon in the bathroom and 3 gallon for the kitchen. Okay. So highest dilution of cleaners, dish soap, etc. and to do the job no more. So yeah, again, you want to dilute out the dishwater even more. It barely wants to bubble up. It wants to be a really light blue tint. Any cleaners, you want to just, okay, I can smell the cleaner in it. That must be diluted enough. And then you add more water to it. Oh, I can't smell it anymore. So then you add a little bit more soap, and it's like, okay, I can smell it now that I've stirred it up, and now it's diluted to the point that it's useful, but it's not so much that you have to do a lot of cleaning to get rid of it. It's still effective, okay? Plus, bleach will burn your finger, okay? So you have to be careful. Don't use pure bleach water or make it too strong because then it causes damage to your finger. So you have to dilute bleach out. If you use bleach for anything, it must be diluted out. Don't mix the cleaners, otherwise you'll fall on the floor, okay? All right. Or you'll blow up the toilet, and then everything in the toilet will end up in your face. So don't mix cleaners. Let's see. You can also spray bleach or put the blue water into the toilet. It's got formaldehyde. So you make blue toilet water, and you use that just for urine. The other toilet you poop in and flush, if you can have enough water to flush with. Okay, so the highest dilutions of cleaners, dish soap to do the job no more. Okay. Don't use contained untreated rainwater for your body. It makes you itchy with parasites. Only use it for auto cleaning, floor cleaning, water reservoir on a toilet. Okay, for rainwater, because of the parasites and the sickness that might be in it from birds, animals, mosquitoes. I'm sure mosquitoes poop too. So anyway, that stuff gets in the water and the bird pooping on, and it's got little bits of infection and chemicals, natural chemicals and whatnot. enzymes that cause itchiness. So you don't want to use rainwater for anything that touches your mouth. Like raw rainwater, roof water. You don't want to do anything with that water that touches your mouth. Food, drinking, brushing teeth, washing your face. You don't want to do that with raw rainwater off the roof, okay? Just take my word for it. You get itchy and then you'll get sick or something, you know. Okay, so no untreated rainwater that touches your mouth or face, okay? Only use treated water to do those things with. Okay, enough on that. And find a source, spring water, good clean spring water or something. Just don't use raw rainwater to do anything with, except for fill up the toilet bowl. You can use rainwater to fill up the toilet bowl, do cleaning on floors. You can maybe even bathe in it if you boil it a little bit. You can add a little bit of bleach to it and probably bathe in it, but I wouldn't. I would use it. Don't clean your dishes with it or anything like that, okay? Rainwater I'm still worried about. So you can use it to do everything else, though. Cleaning and whatever, but don't clean your dishes with it or brush your teeth or anything that touches your mouth, okay? Enough on not using rainwater. You can clean your automobile. You can run rainwater through a pressure washer. I do that. I've got it's a little, what do you call a basement pump? It's got like a centrifugal pump and it has a water hose attachment. And you put that onto the pressure washer, screw it in. You turn on that water pump while it's in the bottom of a garbage can full of water. And then you hook the other end up to your pressure washer, and then you pressure wash your car. Pressure washers use a little bit of water, a lot less than anything else, because it uses a high pressure but low volume. So pressure washing is a water saver compared to a water hose, like, you know, with a water hose attachment that you spray down. So do that instead. And then only spring or highly treated roof water for anything that touches your mouth. Yeah. So you can drink spring water or qualified water sources. Some of those wells out there have not been qualified for decades. You pump the water out and it's like rusty, and then it deposits out on your water container. Don't drink it, okay? That can be used for, like, I don't know, maybe washing your car or spraying mud off, but don't drink it if it does that. Anyway, those are things that I want you to watch. You can go back and watch this over and over again. Write these down. I put all these down on an envelope like this. See, and then you can freeze it if you like. Let me move my fingers out of the way. You can pause the video and take a look at that. Those are my notes. So that's what I did. You can, if that's backwards, you can flip it. But anyway, there you go. I just wanted to put water conservation on your mind to get to thinking and good practice into this stuff. I do these things every time I go camping, and I have bottles and jugs of water to live off of. And then where I'm living, I'm facing this right now. So, water shortage, be conservative with your water, okay? Be water aware. Anyway, I hope that you're careful with the water that you use and do these things so that you and I still have water to flush our toilets with. Golden Asteroid here. Watch this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you think that was helpful. Leave comments, and make sure that you share it with your friends widely so that they also are conserving water smartly. Bye.